I mean, first off, to acknowledge that, it is what it is. I missed game 5. It's done and over with now. I let my teammates down, not being in the game, regardless of whether I want to jump and say, oh man, it wasn't that much, or whether someone else want to, have an opinion and say, oh, it wasn't that much. I shouldn't have been suspended. He should have been suspended. I think at the end of the day, everybody's going to have their opinion on it. And at this point, it don't matter anymore. We lost game 5. We're here for game 6. I have to be better and not put myself in a position, to where it isn't a decision, where there is an investigation. I have to be better for my teammates as a leader of this team. I can't put myself in a position where I can't be there for my teammates on the floor. I do my teammates no justice in street clothes watching the game at the A's game, and I thank the people over at the A's for having me. I had as good of a time as I possibly could, watching my teammates, and they were great. They showed great hospitality. And I owe it to my teammates to come back and give all that I have, all that I can do to better this situation. I think I have strong belief that if I play game 5, we win. But I didn't, because I put myself in a situation where I wasn't able to play. I think my teammates fought, and didn't play well, and still with 6 minutes to go down 6 points, but continued to battle and battle. And it's on me to come out and help that battle, not come out and try to be the superstar, try to be the hero, try to be the saving grace, none of that stuff, because being a superstar, saving grace haven't gotten us this far. Being a great team has got us this far. So to come back and be a piece of that great team is what I owe to this team. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. And, I move on from the suspension. We move on. It was game 5. We're here in game 6, so it's behind us. And we got an opportunity to do something that I don't know if it's ever been done, to where someone, maybe it has with the Lakers and Celtics and all those guys, but where you win a championship on someone else's floor 2 years in a row. We got that opportunity. It's a fun one. It'll be tough. Cleveland's a very good team. They had some guys find their stride, in game 5. We look to come out and stop that stride and try to get a win on their floor in game 6. So, I look forward to that opportunity.
Draymond, what, if anything, did you learn from this situation?
I just learned, that I learned a lot, as a basketball player, as a man, as, just things that you have to do. You can't put yourself in certain positions. And I wouldn't, one thing that I've already been, kind of teaching myself and trying to learn how to do is control my emotions, So, really just knowing positions that you're in, those positions, and not putting yourself in harm's way. And really being a better teammate. Me not being, the way I view it is me not being out there on the floor to battle with my guys is being a bad teammate, and I take pride in being a good teammate, so whether it's pride, whether it's however you want to label it, whatever that is has to go behind being a good teammate, and that can never jump in front of that. It's, like I said, I put myself in a position where I couldn't be out there, and the way I view it, it's awful. Terrible teammate, and I take pride in being better. So, if anything, being a great teammate at all costs.
Draymond, do you believe that your patience will be tested in Game 6?
I don't.
With the potential.
I don't. Go into Game 6 thinking, oh, will my patience be tested? Will it not? It's a hard enough challenge trying to win a game in the NBA Finals. Then you talk about the challenge of winning on the road. That challenge doubles, it triples. So that's a hard enough challenge in itself. That's enough to focus on in itself, and that's going to always be my focus, to come out and do whatever I have to take, do whatever it takes to help my team win this game.
Draymond, what was it like what was the experience like watching the game from the suite? What emotions were you going
I mean,
through?
it
And
was
then to get the reception from the fans.
it was brutal, man. You know, just watching, like, it's one of the weirdest days ever for me, knowing that, like, my team's getting ready for a game, and this whole day I'm preparing for a game, but I'm really not. You know, and I mean, it was brutal, just the entire day in itself. You know, knowing that I can't go out here and help my guys, I can't even be around. You know, like, it's one thing if you're out the injury. It's another thing if you're out because of suspension. It's a brutal day, you know, but like I said, it's, you know, my emotions were all over the place. You know, at times I'm excited, at times I'm frustrated, at times I'm, you know, down. You know, it's all over the place. Emotional roller coaster that day. You know, but like I said, the support that I have from my family and friends, from our organization, you know, from our fans, you know, all that stuff makes everything easier. You know, like the reception that I got at the game when they found out what suite I was in, it was great, you know, but I'm not looking for that, you know, because I want to be out there on the floor. You know, the reception that you get on the floor is 10 times better. You know, but also the support that I received, you know, I can't take that for granted. You know, like our GM, Bob, no GM's coming to sit in no suite with you next door. Like, that goes so long, or such, you know, such a far ways that those are the type of things that when you say, man, I want to be a Warrior forever, like, that's the stuff that go a long ways. You know, when it's in time, you know, not when you're winning Game 6 last year, the NBA Finals, and everybody's happy. You know, it's in the times of need. You know, who can you turn to? And he's been by my side through this entire thing. You know, Joe Lacob, Peter Guber, you know, texting me constantly, you know, kind of sharing that tough moment with me. You know, it meant a lot. And so, you know, it's, my emotions were all over the place. But like I said, that support system from my family, friends, and our organization, my teammates, makes it a little easier.
Draymond, you speak of the injury. How do you guys wrap your head around losing Bogut now for the series?
No, it's tough not to have Bowles out there. You know, he anchors our defense a lot of the times. You know, very smart, very good passer in our offense, great facilitator. And so, I mean, it's not like a loss where you say, oh, it doesn't matter. You know, it definitely matters. And, you know, we're going to miss him. But one thing we always talk about is our depth. So it's an opportunity for someone else to step up. One guy goes down, another guy has to step up. You know, I'm not sure what the rotations or none of that stuff will be, but whoever touches the floor, you know, it's an opportunity to step up and give to this team what, like, nobody will be Bogut, you know, but give to this team what you can give.